hopefully everybody has a strap or a band that we can use today. And welcome. We're going to talk about the yamas and the niyamas. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Anybody know anything about this? Nobody knows about yamas or niyamas? So it's actually like the ethical and moral practice of yoga. So what happens is yoga is just not all about, exercising and stretching. I mean, there's a lot more to it. And they talk about, there's this saying that says, practice yoga off the mat. Okay, so that means that, take some of the things with you off the mat. It doesn't just stop here. It's just not in this hour time frame. So some of the ways that you can do that is practice your breathing. When you're under stress, think about your breathing. Oh, I'm going to try to breathe in and out now. I'm going to try to do that. When you're in the shower, you could just think about the stretches that you're doing, when you're getting dressed. But then there's also the point of, meditation too. And just thinking about, how to make this a better place. So anyways, the one we're going to do today is called Ahimsa. Can you guys say that? Ahimsa.
Ahimsa.
You got it. So it's actually spelled Ahimsa, and it needs nonviolence. So you're probably thinking, well, I'm not going to, go out and commit murder or whatever. But there's a lot of ways that we can practice nonviolence that doesn't have to be that part. So really, it's just not causing harm to yourself, others, or the world. And so how we treat ourselves, how we're treating other people, and how we're treating the world. So you're out of balance by if you're hurried, if you're afraid, if you're feeling powerless, if maybe you're saying or thinking harsh thoughts or unkind thoughts. So those are all kind of ways that we can actually be out of balance. So the first thing we're going to do, of course, is start with our breathing. Make sure that you are in a good spot. Feet are flat on the floor, toes are pointing forward, your knees are soft, your legs are about hip distance apart. Make sure that you're sitting on your sits bones evenly. We're going to kind of tuck our tailbone in, so we're pushing our pelvis towards the back of the chair. Let's lift our shoulders up to our ears, back and down. Just kind of roll them around. That feels good, doesn't it? And then making sure your neck is no tension in it at all. And we're ready to roll. We're going to go ahead and place our hands on our belly, our abdomen, or what's left of it. And we're going to go ahead and breathe in through your nose. Make sure that your hands are going up, and then breathe out. If you want, you can close your eyes. Breathe in all the way down to your abdomen, and then let it fall. And think about expanding your breath to the sides of your body. And then think about expanding your breath to the back side of your body. So when you take a breath in, let it go to your back side. And then think about your lungs. Picture what they would look like maybe right now, and really just try to breathe into your lungs and slowly release. And one more breath. Good. Let's go ahead and take our left foot forward, and we're going to just do some ankle circles. Other direction. And then point your toe, flex it, point, flex, and then grab your right leg and do some ankle circles. I keep looking over at Rick, expecting to see keep on trucking. Other direction. There it is. Point your toe, flex, point, flex. Go ahead if you're able to bring both legs up and do some circles. Other direction. And point, flex, point, and flex. Good. Go ahead and grab your strap if you have it. If you don't, you can still go get it, or you can just do it without your strap. Put it around your left foot. Go ahead if you want to. If you got a long strap, you can double up around your hands. And then bring your leg up. Flex your foot, bringing your toe closer to yourself. Just stretch it out. If it's really tight, you can lower it down a little bit and then slowly raise it up, just so your body's getting used to it. You should feel that nice pull on your hamstrings. Y'all feeling that? Make sure you're breathing. And then switch. Let's put it on our right foot. This one feels looser. That's a good thing. Oh, Patty's got the keep on trucking going on. I can see the bottom of your shoe. It's a close-up.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. No, I was just, that's okay.
I need to put my foot in your face.
All right. Paybacks. We're going to take a lateral extension. So go ahead and place your left arm on the chair. Raise your right arm up, tall, and then slowly come over to the left. Keeping that nice form so you're not moving forward or back. And then place your right hand on the chair, lift your left arm up, 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 and then over, and really stretch out. Maybe you can think about moving your shoulder back further so you're stretching out even your armpit. All right, good job. And then we're gonna try our cat and cows. So we're gonna go cat, and really round your back. Exhale, and then inhale. You can place your hands on your chair and really stretch everything out. Exhale, round the lower part of your back, chin to chest. Inhale, arch your back and look up for cow. And just go at your own pace, your own breathing. We'll do 2 more of these. Can you still hear the music?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do some nice juicy shoulder rolls. So just roll your shoulders back. You can really just, you can do little shoulder rolls. You can do wide ones, just so it feels right for your body today. And then we're gonna take our gaze to the left. Think about looking over your shoulder. Slowly move it to the right. And then to the left. You might be able to get a little bit further stretch each time. And then go ahead and take your left ear to your left shoulder. Let your head drop down. Feel the nice stretch alongside your neck, and then take it to the other side. All right. So if you want, we're going to do staff pose. So normally it's done on the floor with your legs kind of pretending that they're on the floor. I mean, we're pretending that the legs are on the floor, and then our arms are up like this. So a couple of different options. If you can't bring your legs up all the way so they're straight, you can just straighten them and lift them off the floor as far as you're feeling comfortable. You can also grab your strap if that's easier for you. If that'll help take your legs up a little bit more, we're going to take both of them up. So that's an option. And then you can keep your hands at your hips if you want, or the full extension is with your arms up and your legs out. So any of those options that work for you today. If your hands are up, try to keep your hands, your palms facing each other, and your shoulders are down. Your inner elbows are kind of spiraling out to the outside corners. And make sure you're breathing. There's a lot to do with yoga. You got to think about all the parts of your body. We're going to hold it for 2 more breaths. All right, go ahead. And if you want to take both of your knees in, if you're able to, you can come down this way, or if you just want one knee in. So whatever, so you're loosening up that stretch, counter stretching. And then we're going to do our spinal. Did somebody say something? Oh, okay. So we're going to do our spinal balance. You want to take your left arm and your right leg out, and then we're going to switch. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale. And really try to stretch to the ceiling and to the wall. I'll do 2 more of these. And so we've been doing child's pose and different options. So one is like this, kind of, resting. The other one is with their hands down. And so this is a way that I learned. Another way is and you can try this if it's available for you today. So you know how with down dog, we keep our heels on the floor and our toes are pointed up. I don't know if you can see it, and we kind of push through. Well, this time we're going to actually just go down to our ankles, if that's available for you. If not, you can do the traditional child's pose, however works for you. Okay, so that's child's pose. We're going to move into our kneeling plank. So go ahead and grab your chair with your hands, and then keeping your midriff all straight, lift up if you can off of the chair. We're going to hold this 5, 4, keep breathing, pushing your belly towards the chair. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we're going to do our cobra. So go ahead and really reach maybe to the back of the chair and arch your back up and look up. And then your choice of child's pose, whichever one that you choose to do. Kneeling plank. Arms on chair, push your belly towards the back of the chair. 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and put your hands way back in the chair and arch your back. Stretching your chest out. And back to child's pose. So we're going to do some forward folds. We'll do standing up in a second if you're wanting to, or the chair is your friend too. So we'll go ahead and take our forward fold. So I'll do our arms up overhead. We're going to fall slowly down forward. Then we're going to go over to the right side for a lunge. The mudra, which is the hand gesture for today, is going to be lotus. Does anybody know how to do that? That one. So your the pinkies, like the back side of your hands are together, and then your thumbs are together. So it kind of looks like this, right? So your pinkies and the back side of your hand are matching up. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to get you to see this. And then the thumbs are going to be matching up. So you're opened up. It's like a flower that you're opening up. So let's go ahead and do that. Interesting thing about the lotus flowers is that they grow in mud. They're beautiful flowers, but they grow in mud. So think about a flower today in this muddy day. And go ahead and come back to the center. We're going to do our kneeling plank again. So go ahead and grab on and lift your buttocks off the ground. That flat back. And back to child's pose. And we're going to come back with a reverse swan dive up. We'll have hands at heart center. And then we're going to try it again. We're going to go down with the forward fold. We're going to now turn to the left and do a lunge with our hands, if you're able to, in the lotus position. And then come back to the center, place your hands on the chair for our kneeling plank. And we'll stretch out for a cobra just because we can. Come down in child's pose. We're going to do this on the other side. The option is that you can do a instead of the child's pose, you can do a downward facing dog. And then instead of the kneeling plank, you can do a regular plank, okay? So arms up overhead and graceful swan dive down. We're gonna turn to the right for our lunge and our hands in lotus mudra. And we'll come back to the center for either a kneeling plank or a regular plank with our legs wibbly straight. Lift up. Really want to feel the weight on your arms and have a slight bend in your elbow. And slowly come down. And then let's go ahead and really grab further. Maybe you can grab the chair instead of the bottom of the chair. Maybe you can grab the back of the chair for our cobra or up dog. Think about getting your shoulders closer together, your elbows. And then, so we can do a down dog or a child's pose. If you're gonna do the down dog, you can push through and hold here, or you can actually drop down and maybe touch your toes. Or if you just want to do a child's pose. And let's come back up with our reverse swan dive. Hands at heart center. We'll try it one more time on the other side. I guess I'm warming up now. So let's go ahead, regular swan dive down. And then we're going to turn to the left for our lunge. Hands in Lotus Mudra. And then come back to the center and either do the kneeling plank or the regular full plank. Slowly come down, grab a hold of the back of the chair and arch your back for a cobra. And then either the child's pose or the down dog, either options. And we'll come back up. This is the time that you can grab some water and then think about if you'd like to stand up or sit down. We're going to be doing Warrior One, which just kind of a reminder. It'll look like this with your front leg facing forward and your back leg on an angle. Warrior Two is your arms like this. And then our side angle will be like this. And our reverse warrior will look like this. So those are the sitting down poses, and then standing up. If you're wanting to try that, you're certainly welcome to. You can use your chair to help you balance. I might need to move this up a little bit. No, didn't do it all. Let's see if I can. Oh, now it's too much. I wish I had like a remote control that I could just like, move my computer screen up and down. All right, everybody ready? How you feeling? Good? Thumbs up today? Thumbs up. I've got so much stuff around here. Let me move my coat over. I don't know where my assistant went to. She's fired. All right, so if you're standing up, go ahead and take your right foot forward. You're gonna start bending it, and your left foot's gonna go back. You can straighten it, and it's how back as far as you're feeling comfortable. You wanna have a slight bend in your back leg so you're not hyperextending it. And then your foot's gonna be on an angle, okay? So once you're feeling comfortable, maybe you can come down a little bit. And then if you wanna take one hand off or both hands off for Warrior One. And then think about if you wanna try that Lotus Mudra too. Just opening up the beauty inside of you. Make sure you're breathing. We'll do 3 more breaths here. And anytime you can sit down, you can hold on to the chair. Good. Now we're going to move into Warrior Two. So you want to have your arms, check out the camera, make sure your arm's in a good placement. Maybe you can come down a little bit further, kind of wiggle around. You might feel some tension because we're used to doing it in the chair. We're actually putting our full weight now on our body instead of the chair and our body. Okay, so go ahead and take your right arm down on your right leg. Lift your left arm up or side angle. You can either lift it up, or if you'd like to, you can really extend it forward. Reaching out to whatever possibilities are out there. Try to not use your arm as a weight. I'm guilty of it. On your leg, it's there for balance. You really want to rest it on your legs in this position. And then take your arm down your back leg, lift your other arm up, and maybe you can look up at it. A reverse warrior. Just feel how strong your legs are getting. And then go ahead and come into Warrior Two again. Let's straighten our front leg. If you want to, you can hold on with your chair to get into triangle, or whatever you do, hinge forward as far as you're feeling comfortable, and then either drop your hand to the chair or to your chin, your ankle, and lift your other one up for triangle. You know, I could actually, maybe I'll do this next time because Val looks like she's doing a great chair pose. Maybe she could be my model. I have to ask her. No pressure there. And then what we're going to do is hug ourselves while we're in our triangle pose. Once again, you can hold on with one chair and just hug one-armed. That's how they do it at church, right? They don't do a full on. It's kind of like the side hug. Or they used to do back before COVID, right? All right, and then come up. And then we're going to try to come down. So have your legs spread further than hip distance apart. If you're sitting down, you'll still spread your legs apart, and then you're going to come forward, and maybe you can get closer to the ground. If you're standing up, you'll spread your legs apart, and then you'll come down. So your back is kind of flat. Knees are slightly bent. Breathe in. One more breath. Good. So these poses, some of them, they want you to breathe 5 to 10 breaths per pose. You know, I don't want anybody to hyperventilate or anything. Okay, so we're not going there today. All right, so once again, your choice. Val, do you feel comfortable if we actually spotlight you and me since you're doing the ones on the chair? Rick's getting out of the picture. If you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. We can try it another time. We can practice. Anyways, okay. So if you're sitting down, once again, the poses, I'll just kind of go over it. We're going to move to the left side now. So it'll be warrior 1, warrior 2, side angle, reverse warrior, triangle. I didn't show you that one. Hugging triangle. And then we're going to have our legs spread apart and move forward. Okay. So those are the ones sitting down. We're going to go ahead and stand up for those who want to try the standing up. So I'll move the chair over this way. Well, I feel like it's an obstacle course here. It's the belt, it's the mask, it's the water, it's the, you know. If you see me going down, okay.
Hold 911.
I'm crawling through the chair. That's what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So you want to stick your left foot forward, facing forward. Put a bend in it. Your back leg is going to have a slight a slight angle on it. And then when you're feeling grounded in that position, you can go ahead and lift your arms up. Once again, you can use the chair. And see about pinkies and thumb, opening up your lotus flower, your beautiful flower that grows. It's a very hardy flower. It grows in the mud and in water. See if you can move your shoulders down a little bit, but lift your arms up. And we want to try to make sure that our hips are squared, facing forward. And then we'll move our arms into warrior 2. Look back at your middle finger and then look front at your middle finger. Also, you can take an arm on the chair. Remember that breathing we did down in the deep belly. You want to look forward. I look at the camera to see what you guys are doing, but the real pose is looking forward. Two more breaths. Maybe you can sink down a little bit lower. And then place your left hand, left arm on your left leg. Lift your other one up for side angle. Once again, you can have it up or over. But whatever you do, think about moving your shoulder back, opening up your chest on the right side. And then go ahead and take your arm down your back leg. Just crawl it down. Lift your left arm up. Reverse warrior. And then move back into warrior two. We're going to straighten our front leg. Keep a slight bend in it. Hinge for your hips forward until you reach that place. Then lift your right arm up. Maybe your left arm can get on your ankle or your calf. And your choice, you can look up to the side or down at the ground. Your choice. And then go ahead and hug yourself. Maybe switch whatever side you was on top the last time, whichever arm. And then heel toe your feet so they're in front, facing forward. Use your chair and just come down. See if your back can be flat, a little bend in your knees. Two more breaths here. All right, so we're gonna come on up. We're gonna either do tree sitting down or standing up. So if you're sitting down, the main thing is just to take the weight off of one of your feet, your legs. So we're going to be either lifting up here, out to the side, or here for tree. Okay, so that's the positions sitting down. If you're standing up, the positions will be either at your ankle, at your shin. You don't want to do it on your knee. Or if you're really good, I don't know if it's here for me today. I keep trying, up to your inner thigh. Okay, so go ahead and root down on your right leg. And then slowly bring your left leg up. You want to have a slight micro bend in your knee. You can do this with a chair or without, or a couch or a table or whatever. So we're going to hold it here. All right, and then take it down. Then we're going to turn it to the side. So either your stopping point is your ankle, or your shin, or your inner thigh. And then once you're feeling balanced, make sure to look at something that doesn't move. Then you can think about your heart. Your hands at your heart center. Or if you'd like to grow some branches. Two more breaths. And let your arms down and let your legs down and shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey. Oh, that's what it's all about. Patty knows that song. All right. So let's go ahead and root down on our left foot. We're gonna gently let our right leg up. So we're just gonna hold on here, just so we can get balanced. Practice putting the weight on it. And slowly lower it. And we're going to take it out to the side so the heel's close to the leg. Remember, root down on your left foot. When you're feeling steady, you can take it up to your ankle or your calf. Or I think I need my shoes off. And then when you're feeling ready, steady, take your hands to your heart center. Grow some branches. Maybe you can see the trees. I'm looking out at the trees outside right now. Maybe if you have a window, you can look out and think about the different branches. 2 more breaths. And come on down. Shake it all about. We'll go ahead and sit down for this one. So we're going to take our left arm over our right. So we're forming an X, and then we're just lifting our arms up. And then we're bringing them closer to each other. Maybe the back of the hands meet. Maybe you can do that extra step by taking your palms together. The other option is just hugging yourself. Whichever way works for you. And then once you get it, go ahead and see if you can lift up a little bit higher. Two more breaths. All right, unravel yourself. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to take our right arm over our left now. So we're in an X. Lift them up and then bring them closer to each other, or hug yourself. And see about maybe someday you could do palms to palms and then lift them up a little bit higher. One more breath. And unravel your arms. Let's go ahead and take our right arm across our body. Just stretch that out. And then our left arm across our body, stretching it out. How about if we take our right arm up, pat ourselves on the back and grab your elbow and really push them back. So you're forcing your body to straighten up. And then switch. Left hand's patting your back, grab your elbow, and take both of the arms back. Really forces you to straighten your back up and your spine too. All right, what else do we got? Okay, so let's go ahead and put our feet about the side chair width apart. And then we're gonna move our legs closer inside. So this is a little bit different. We normally have our feet together, so kind of like knock knees, and then bring them apart. Maybe you can turn your feet on the side a little bit. So in and out. Ooh, I heard a crack. That was from my ankle. In and out. kind of roll your feet. I guess you can take them off the ground a little bit when you circle them in and then out. All right, we're going to add some hand movements. So put your fingers on your shoulders, and when you come out, your arms are going to be out. And then when you come in, you're going to see if you can touch your elbows to elbow. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We'll do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Go ahead and take your right leg over your left. So we're in a cross-legged position. And then we're going to take our right arm and grab our knee. Take our left arm behind and twist. So you want to lead with your belly, not with your neck. Because once your neck starts moving, your body doesn't want to follow it. So your neck will be twisting, but not the rest of your body. One more breath. Deep. Good. Go ahead and come back to center. Take your left leg across. And then grab your left arm, wrap it around your leg, right arm and back, and twist with your abdomen. Think about maybe someday you can look over your shoulder. What's the birds that do that? Is that pigeons that can do that? Or eagles, I guess, can, right? They can move their head all the way around. And come back to the center. We're gonna lift our right leg up. Go ahead and grab it. See if you can bring yourself a little bit closer to your belly and your chest, closer to your leg. Meanwhile, making sure that your abdomen is getting closer to the back of the chair. And grab your left leg up. And then take your right leg up, take your arms behind your head, elbow to knee. We'll hold it here and then we'll, whoops, somebody just got off or on. And then switch, other leg up. And then now we're going to, you can stay static or we can start moving. So just move from side to side. Once again, bring the knee up to your elbow. So it's inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale. And we'll do one more round of these. And go ahead and come down to have your belly hit your thighs and just kind of hang like a Raggedy Ann doll. You can place your hands behind it if you want, just to loosen that up a little bit. And come back up. We're going to straighten our leg now, and if you'd like, you can use your strap, but come to the edge of the chair so you're not using the back of the chair to rest on. So lift one of your legs up. If you want, you can let your arms go too. And maybe you can flex and point your foot to keep from not feeling that in your belly, working it out. Or circle your ankles. Once again, press that belly tight. And go ahead and place it down. And then take your left leg up, arms out, lean back. Try not to touch the back of the chair. So your upper body's kind of at an angle, upright, everything's straight. All right, we're going to try both legs if that's available. You might not be able to lift them up as high. Once again, your option is to use the strap. So get your feet where you're feeling comfortable, lifting them off the ground, really pressing in on that lower back. And then if it's available for you to take your arms out. So you should be feeling the pressure, stress, like right through here. If you're feeling it in your back, really push that belly to the chair, back of the chair. And go ahead and put your feet flat on the ground. Take your arms back for airplane and come down to your thighs. Great. We're going to do either pigeon or what's called rocking your baby. Okay. So if you're going to do pigeon, it's or figure four. So you take your right leg across or down here, wherever's comfortable for you, and then hinge forward. Okay, with your back straight. If you want to try to cradle your baby, you take your arm through, thread it through here, and then pick up your leg like it's a baby, okay? You can try that, and either way you can do it. It's up to you. And then you always want to hinge forward a little bit so you're feeling muscles being strengthened on the inside of your thigh and the outside of your thigh. And whoever's doing baby, you can rock your baby. I miss having babies. I think I need another puppy.
Your daughter's cat still alive?
It still is. She got it put on. Thanks for asking. She got it put on some medicine, and it seems to be doing okay. But it keeps her up a lot at night. She's meowing a lot. So. All right, go ahead and take your strap if you want, or you can turn to the side and use your ankle or your foot or whatever just to stretch it out a little bit. And go ahead and place it down on the ground. Take your left leg up. Down, up, or if you want to try to do cradle the baby, totally up to you. And you can switch, you can go back and forth. And then when you find your spot, you want to lift up tall and then hinge forward. Feeling the juicy stretches and places that you didn't know you could stretch. Try to breathe into those tight spots. And go ahead and turn to the right. Use your strap or your shoe or your pant leg, sock, and really stretch that out. You can experiment too by bringing your leg back. You can find the different parts of your leg muscles that don't get stretched as much when you're forward. And go ahead and get comfortable if you need to do any more stretching before we're done. If you want to put your blanket on or your socks or your coat, I'll grab my coat. If you want to grab your dog or your cat. And just get comfortable in your chair. And you can either close your eyes or gently shut them. Just feel the back of your chair against your back. Feel the bottom of feeling your bottom against the chair. Maybe your hands are on your lap. Just feel the places where you're connecting right now, either to the ground or to your chair. And then just remember that breathing. Just breathe in through your nose, way down deep into your belly. Now think about expanding your breath out to your sides. So when you breathe in, feel it going out to your sides. And then now see if you can breathe in, have it expanded in your back. And then breathe in through your lungs. Really just picture them in your mind and really think about them getting larger. We're exercising our lungs. Just making sure more air can get in there, more air to our important parts of our body. And then just breathe into your feet. To your ankles. Your knees. Thighs. Hamstrings. Your abdomen. Your sits bones. Your lower back, spine, upper back, shoulders, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, neck and head, eyes, nose, cheeks. Just feel that sense of peace. So we talked about ahimsa, which is nonviolence to yourself and to others and to the world. And think about how today that you took care of yourself, that you stretched it out, you listened to your body, you didn't hurt yourself, you're relaxing. Think about today, maybe there's somebody that you can do good to. Maybe it's somebody in your household. Maybe it's to a friend or somebody that's away. So just think about that, how you can actually think about somebody else. And then last thing I want to challenge you today is to think about the world. And what could you do? Maybe it's environmental, maybe it's political. What could you do that would cause no harm or that would make this earth a better place? Ahimsa. I challenge you to take this yoga practice off the mat today. And go ahead and start curling your toes, wiggling them around, maybe wiggling your fingers, making a fist, closing it open. Maybe rolling your neck or your shoulders, your hips, just to add some movement back into your body. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in, arms up overhead, and really audibly let it out. And go ahead and give yourselves a hug. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a wonderful day. I wanted to ask you all, so Jackie's going to be teaching